Greetings! Today I've got another flashlight, and this was picked up from a high street store, Poundland-like, but non-branded store. In fact, the same store where I picked up the Volt Stick of Death. But this one is has got a label that says Essential Electrical Zoom in, Zoom out Super Bright LED Torch. Fantastic. And essential registered trademark of WDL Bradford BD47BG UK. Requires 3 AAA batteries, not included. Well, I've included the batteries in here already. You can zoom it in and zoom it out, and it's rather bright. It's a nice nice little flashlight. It's made out of plastic, so unlike all the 18650 flashlights, this one is a plastic one, which is okay. And let's take it apart, see how different it is from the previous ones, the one I've taken apart before. And the lens over here we've got, it looks surprisingly alike. I think it's exactly the same lens. You can actually buy those lenses by themselves on eBay, but it's just a plastic lens and it looks identical to the other ones. And here we have an LED, but let's keep going. That comes off. This comes off, and we've got the LED, and I have not seen a LED in a package like this. I'm not sure what is this called. Let's pull this whole thing out. Let's remove the batteries that I've put in already, and the batteries are in a little cage like that, which is quite common in a lot of the Poundland flashlight things, that you just stick 3 AAAs in there and you get 4.5 volts out. And here this whole thing slides and there's a little bit of friction, and that's because of this metal spring clip thing over here. If we pull this out, there we go, that's all there is to it. And there is a rubber housing for the switch, a clicky switch, which is a strangely looking package. I haven't seen one like this, and they are cleverly using one of the tabs of the switch as a center contact for the battery, as you can see. That's a really clever way of doing it. And the second contact is the battery, well, the spring over here, and this whole thing mates up like so, and that's how it makes a contact. And there you go, easy. What we've got in here is the LED itself. Come on. There we go. So LED itself, one side connected to a spring, another side connected to a resistor and to the switch, and that's all there is inside of this. The LED itself measures 8 mm in diameter, and the casing itself is just under 7 mm tall. It's actually quite a big chunky package. I've taken this apart already before the video, and what I've noticed, a lot of the LED flashlights, well, the previous ones that I was in touch with, when you fully zoom it out, the lens is at such a distance from the LED that when you shine it at something, you can almost see the shape of the die inside the chip. But this one wasn't doing that, and I figured that was because the lens was just a bit too close to the lens when it was fully zoomed out, or zoomed in position when it was fully extended. So what I've gone and did, and I cut off maybe like 1.5 millimeters off of the top over here, just the LED can sit a little bit further down, and that seemed to have done the trick. So now it's focusing properly on the fully zoomed in mode. Quite a nice flashlight, you know. Yeah, it's plastic, but there's nothing wrong with plastic, I guess. And it's rather bright. It's not as bright as the 18650s. Actually, let's measure up the current and see if we can maybe decrease this resistance a little bit, to see if we can get a little bit more brightness out of it. And I've connected the meter up, and let's see what happens. those are fairly new batteries, and we've got 173 milliamps going through that LED, so that's quite a bit actually. Okay, let's measure the voltage drop on it, and that's 3.367, 3.4 volts actually of voltage drop on the LED itself. That means we've got 0.59 or 0.6 of a watt in this LED going out, and it's getting warm-ish. Knowing that, I probably wouldn't want to increase the power anymore, because it's getting quite warm actually. So, you know, putting anywhere close to a watt through a LED without any sort of heatsink would mean very sudden death of the LED. They don't like getting warm. Well, it's quite bright actually anyways, the way it is. So really nice, cheap flashlight for £1. Yes, you can get the 18650 ones on eBay for £1, but this is a good alternative because you don't always have a 18650 battery to hand, and double or triple A's are available everywhere. So I quite like it. Really nice flashlight. There isn't anything more to take apart, so I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As far as this video, that's it, so take care.